My name is Tim Clifford. I'm a 2018 and 2019 Fulbright US scholar. My host institution is Academia Sinica. I'm in the Institute of History and Philology, and my sponsor is Dr. Wang Hongtai. Before coming to Taiwan, I was a lecturer at Bryn College. My project is a study of prayers written by local government officials in 16th and 17th century China, written in response to droughts, floods, pest infestations, and basically prayers written in response to environmental disasters. And my goal is to use these prayers to better understand how the government dealt with environmental crises at that time. The really famous one was the one that is included in a lot of literary anthologies, was written by Han Yu, the Tang Dynasty official and writer. And in that one, he basically gives an ultimatum to the crocodiles, saying, like, if you crocodiles don't get out of here and stop bothering people before this deadline, I'm going to hire a lot of hunters and they're going to come kill you. I think that prayer was one of the first things that made me interested in this topic, because I thought it was interesting that it was like a routine part of your duty as an official in pre-modern China to write prayers to gods or even to mountains or animals in the area that you governed. So you're sort of in charge of this whole environment, even the animals. My research method was basically to use the databases at Academia Sinica to collect a lot of these prayers. I was basically using the two databases I used the most were the Sikuchanshu database and the local gazetteer. Gazetteer just means local history, the local history database. So I basically compiled a lot of prayers from these databases, read them, punctuated them, took notes, made comparisons, and then tried to sum up what the major key themes and commonalities of all these prayers were. I found close to 100 of them, so that's my corpus right now. The first finding was that these prayers were basically ways that government officials explained why natural disasters happened. They were basically ways to frame the narrative. They usually would blame the moral failings of other officials or even the local people. The second finding was that the prayers usually focused on the effects of the natural disaster on the state, like why it was bad for the state. The prayers usually focused on loss of grain, depopulation, outbreak of epidemic and rebellion and things like that. It's important because it gives us a better understanding of how these professional managers of a previous political and economic system dealt with environmental degradation. During my time at Academia Sinica, working with Wang Hongtai and the other researchers there, it gave me a chance to basically get caught up on all the most recent research. And there's a lot of interesting stuff coming out about environmental history right now. And based on that reading, based on that networking, I was able to put together a new course on East Asian environmental history that I'm looking forward to teaching when I go back to the US. So my students back in the US will be getting the newest information, the newest scholarship, and I think that puts them in a position to succeed in their own studies.